Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone. Welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's another story time. Before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at Lifewithsymone. Follow my business page at Brishari, y'all. What was I about to say to y'all? This is the first story time of the year. Oh my god. And I don't know what day I'm posting this. I might post this either on the 6th or the 7th, because right now it's literally 11:25 p.m. on the 5th. And I don't know if I'm feel like editing. It really depends. I got a lot to do because y'all know I'm about to go on my trip. My first brand trip. I'm about to go on it. So yeah, I got a lot to do. Anyway, y'all don't care about that. Let's get straight into this story. Happy New Year. I love y'all. Let's do it. Okay. So this story time, y'all be asking me to tell y'all story times about Stank, which I already told y'all I be talking about Stank, but I gave her a different name. But we gonna call her Stank in this story time because it was really giving real fun. No, I'm just kidding. We gonna call her Stank in this one. So yeah. So okay, this story time is about Stank. Toxic is in here too. So let's get into it. So y'all, around this time, if y'all remember when I did the story time when I talked about Joe, I don't know if that story time is private on my page or not. I'm not sure. If it's not, then I'll go ahead and unprivate it. But it's a story time when Joe pulled out the glizzy on me, and when Joe pulled out the glizzy on me and I ended up leaving, I was gonna say I skipped town, basically. That's kind of how that happened. Yeah, and I had ended up leaving. And remember when I told y'all he had hacked my Facebook and was DMing this boy and telling him to link with me late night? Yeah, I don't know if I gave that boy a name, and I didn't go back and check, obviously, so I'm gonna just give him a new name. Let's just call him Clyde. So anyway, Joe hated Clyde, hated him. He was so intimidated by him. Like, it wasn't even like looks wise, but it was more like Clyde had more going on at this time, and at this time Joe was like, didn't have too much going on. But Clyde literally had a lot of stuff going for himself at this moment or whatever. So anyway, me and Clyde was cool. And it's like whenever, I ain't gonna lie, I was 10 for tatting. But whenever like Joe would make me mad, I knew how bad he hated Clyde down. So I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit up Clyde. But not even on no stuff like that. Like, Clyde was really my dog. Like, it really wasn't even on no like, oh, I like you, you like me. He liked me, I ain't gonna lie. But I kind of like act like I didn't notice that. So yeah, Anyway, so we will always be hitting each other up, and he's like, you don't never come by to just kick it or whatever, like, you should come by. So at this time I had never been to Clyde's house, so I was like, you know what, I do want to come over there, like, let's go kick it, whatever. But I'm like, I'm gonna come with my friends, and he's like, that's cool because my house be full of people anyway. So I was like, all right, cool. At this time Stank was at my house, so I was telling her like, girl, tomorrow we gonna go to my friend's house or whatever. And yeah, Toxic was at my house too, and she was just like, okay, we could go up over there. We all planning. I'm like, cool, the more the better, because I don't know how many people be there, but he said it'd be a lot. So it was like the next day we already knew we was gonna catch the bus over there. I didn't buy my car yet at this time, and this was after the whole little situation where Joe was trying to tell him to come link up. So yeah. So at this time Joe had a car, but I didn't have a car, right? It was crazy because I was just talking to my sister on the phone. I remember when rumors was spread and people was trying to, let me stop saying people, but it wasn't somebody out there. I was beefing bad with somebody. I ain't gonna say who, but I was beefing bad with somebody, and they was spreading so many rumors about me. And I was just telling my sister, I remember when that person tried to lie and said I went broke because I brought Joe a car and didn't even buy myself a car. That had never happened. I just when I think back about that time, it was a crazy time. Anyways, so like I said, Joe had a car at this time. I didn't have no car. So anyway, I'm like, are we gonna catch the bus over there? And that's why it's crazy too, because even though Clyde had a lot going on for himself, he didn't have no car, so I don't know why Joe was that intimidated by him. But I guess he didn't know that because he don't know too much about him. But at this time he did get signed, so that's why he was like intimidated by him. Like, I just want to say that because I don't want y'all to think like, why is he intimidated by somebody who he got a car, the person ain't got a car, he looked better than the nigga. Yeah, but that was the reason why. Oh boy had just got signed. Anyway, so let's go back, fast forward next day, right? So fast forward next day, and I'm like, all right, we about to catch the bus up over there. So Joe hitting me up. It's like he could feel it in his heart that I was gonna do something that was gonna irritate his spirit. He calling me like, what you doing, like, what you on, like, blah blah blah, just all this other stuff. So I'm like, nothing. I'm chilling at the house with Toxic and my homegirl Stank. Ooh, I don't know why her name was coming to my head to say. So I'm like, I'm chilling with Toxic and my homegirl Stank or whatever. He knew them. He did not like Stank and he did not like Toxic. So he like, oh, what the fuck you doing with them? Like, why you chilling with them bees? It's too early to cuss. So I'm just like, because they're my friends and we finna go do something. So he like, oh, what y'all finna go do? I'm about to pull up. Like, where y'all going? I'm like, we about to go to the Mexico Plaza to just go shopping and shit. So he like, what y'all finna do after that? Like, if y'all gonna already be on the east side, then y'all need to pull up on me. Like, y'all need to go see where I'm at. Like, come pull up on the homies. Like, you got friends with you, like this, that. Like, what y'all finna do? Like, where y'all finna go after that? So I'm like, oh, after we go to the Mexico Plaza, we was gonna go to the Pipe. Y'all, I'm just trying to feed off and say all these random places we going. I'm like, we already have plans. We doing a girls' day. We're gonna go to the beach. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do this, that, and the third. I'm just lying. So he like, okay, well, so you don't want me to take y'all? Like, y'all need to ride? No, because if you take us to the Mexico Plaza, we're gonna be on the wrong side of town. Now we're gonna have to catch a bus and a train, and I ain't doing all that to go kick it with nobody. And so yeah, I was just like, nah, it's cool, like it's straight. I don't even want to. Like, we don't want to be on your time, man. We ain't even ready right now. You be ready early, because that was one thing about Joe. If I ask him to give me a ride, he gonna give me a ride, but he gonna come when he come, and it's gonna be like, come on, hurry up, what you doing? I'm ready to do it right now. And it's like, you know what? I'd rather catch the bus. I used to catch that bus everywhere, baby. Call me a motherfucking bus pass, because the way I used to hop on that bus and put only 2 cents up in there and be like, let me get on. Ooh, they hated me. But anyway, so I'm like, nah, it's cool, we gonna catch the bus. So he like, all right, well, I'm gonna see you later. Then I'm gonna pull up on you later. What y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to go to a party, all this other stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't know. We gonna see. I'm gonna let you know. But he trying to be on good terms with me, and that's one thing too. Like, I'll be like, dang, we on good terms. Like, I shouldn't even go, even though, like I said, I didn't like Clyde like that. But like, nah, it was nah, because around this time Joe did some like real foul ass stuff. Like, this around the time, I don't remember what the girl name is, but I ain't gonna mention her. But I don't know if I gave her name. But remember when I told y'all about the time when he was trying to be a stepdaddy to old girl kid? Like, it was just so much stuff that happened. It was like, nah, I'm cool, fuck you. So anyway, I'm like, nah, it's straight, like we got it, you don't even gotta worry about it. And mind you, at this time, I don't even think, was we together? I don't know, our relationship was really like real rocky. Yeah, I just thought about something. I was anyway, our relationship was real rocky. I just laughed because it made me think about when he was like, we gonna get married, and we bought engagement rings, y'all. About this, that's a whole nother story. Anyway, oh, and I just thought about that. It just made me mad, because this nigga was like, oh, I'm gonna buy you a ring, you buy me a ring. And anyway, so yeah, so our relationship was really rocky. It was like 1 minute we together, 1 minute we not, or we'll be together, but then he'd be like, I thought we was broken up. Like, it was just real rocky. So anyway, I'm like, nah, I'm not finna switch up plans for him. Forget him. It's done. Then we finna go catch the bus. And yeah, so anyway, they happy because they could see me on the phone talking and smiling like, I love you too. No, so they looking irritated like, girl, you better not switch up the plans for that fuck ass nigga. We was not trying to hang out with him and his dusty ass friends. So anyway, when he got off the phone, I'm like, all right, let's go. Like, we gotta make a mission. We gotta go now, because I already could feel it in my soul that he probably might try to pull up or something like that. So I told my grandma, like, can you drop us off at the bus stop on such and such street? So she's like, all right, cool. Because I didn't want to walk, because if we walk and he gonna see us and be like, why are y'all going in that direction? You know, wouldn't make sense. So she ended up dropping us off at the bus stop or whatever, and we was literally at the bus stop. The bus stop was at the train station. We hiding out, y'all, so just in case if he passed by, because he do drive past by that street, that he don't see us. So I'm over here like trying to hide behind a bus stop and stuff like that. Y'all come over here, like, let's stand in the cut. When the bus come, we could just hurry up and go hop on it. Like, don't be on the street part. I know they probably was like, girl, you doing all of this for what? So anyway, we end up getting on the bus. I'm hitting up Clyde. I'm telling him like we on the way there. I don't know why I wasn't texting him. Oh, you know what? I did know why, because I'm like, if I do see Joe, I don't need him to try to go through my phone, because I feel like he know when I was lying. Like, I couldn't lie to him sometimes. Like, I'll get caught up in my life, because he had asked me question after question, because it's like he knew me, so he knew like, okay, if I keep asking her questions, she gonna slip up. So I didn't want to get caught up in my life, because then I knew he would try to go through my phone and see like what. So I'm hitting him up from Facebook. At this time, like I said, me and Joe ain't got the same we ain't sharing passwords no more, because baby, nah. That shit used to be crazy too, because it was like we used to share passwords and this nigga still used to cheat on me. Wild. Anyway, so yeah, we finally get to where we was going, and he was like, all right, when y'all get off the bus, walk down to this one corner and I'm gonna meet y'all at the corner. So he ended up meeting us at the corner, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, what's up? He got this big smile on his face, and he like, y'all, like, what's up? He rolled up on a bike, and he was just like, what's up? Like, what's up? I'm like, this my homegirl. He trying to talk to us at the corner, even though Joe don't be over here, or I don't know if he do or not. I don't know. Let's move. I'm not trying to be right here. Like, let's hit the corner, go to your house. We don't need to be outside on the streets. Like, just my luck, he would have pulled up. So anyway, we end up walking down to his house. He like, yes, a lot of people at my house, but like, don't worry, like, my people here, you know, the people that live here, he like my friends here, stuff like that. But everybody cool, they all know y'all coming over. So we walk in the house is full of people. Like, it's so many people in the house, and everybody, I'm kind of nervous, because y'all, I'm a nervous person, I ain't gonna lie, I always mention that to y'all, but I'm kind of nervous or whatever. But everybody just like welcoming and cool. And he was like, we taking shots, like they had a bottle of Ciroc. He's like, y'all want some? So first thing, I'm like, yes, because that was me. I used to feel like I used to have to drink to like loosen up or whatever. So I'm like, all right, yeah, let's get straight to it. So anyway, we go in there, we start taking shots and stuff like that. They playing music, everything cool. Like the adults, they end up leaving and stuff like that. So it's just a whole bunch of people. He had so many friends up over there. It was like 2 other girls or whatever. They was just like lingering, not even paying no attention to nobody else. And then, like, it was a whole bunch of his homeboys, right? So we off to a side drinking our little Ciroc, and we talking to each other. Stank like, you see him right there? I want him. So Toxic was like, nope, I want him. So I'm like, dang, y'all both want him? So she's like, yeah, no, I want him. So I'm like, dang, what y'all gonna do? So Stank like already called him first, like I called him first. So Toxic like, no, we gonna see who he want to talk to. Like, let him pick who he want to talk to, and then we gonna go from there. So Stank like, oh, I can't stand you because I already know you about to try to be weird. At this point, I'm like, they finna do some shit to both try to get his attention. And it was just kind of funny to me. So I'm like, yeah, I guess just let it be fair, see who he go to first or whatever. So Stank irritated. She like, Symone, no, that's not fair because I already called him out. But then I'm like, honestly, let him pick, because what if one of y'all pick? I might say, like, say for instance Toxic go talk to him and he don't like her, he like you, like, let him pick. So she was just like, man, whatever. Like, yeah, I already know who he finna pick. Like, we already know who he finna pick. So Toxic like, all right, we finna see. So tell me why Clyde come over there, and he like, what y'all over here whispering about? So I'm like, nothing, we was finna ask you if you could change the song. So Toxic was like, yeah, can y'all put it on Sierra? Mind you, this song 1-2 Step came out years ago. So she like, can y'all put on Sierra? Can you put on 1-2 Step? So he like, all right, Sierra, you wanna put on some Sierra? Mind you, they was a big 106 & Park countdown household. So he like, that's not even on a countdown no more. Like, that song old as hell. That came out years ago. She was like, yeah, but could you put it on? So when she sang, can you put it on? I'm just like smiling. I'm not thinking of that. I'm just thinking like maybe she really liked the Goodies album, because it's going over my head, y'all. So he like, okay. He like, y'all, she want me to put on some Sierra. So they like, we fuck with Sierra. She cool. So he's like, all right, y'all. He put on 1-2 Step. Tell me why. When we look, before I even tell y'all what the fuck Toxic did, let me just tell y'all real quick. When we was younger, we used to always think we was like in a dance group, and we would always just like make up little dance routines and be dancing in the front yard, or like not in the middle of the street, but like on the sidewalk, like on a curve. We'll be dancing and stuff because we always was like the Lulu. And I used to be telling them, like, if we dance out here on the streets and be out here in the public, people are gonna see us. We're gonna get discovered, and we're gonna get this and that. I used to really think this was gonna happen. I used to, man, the way I used to have me and my cousins singing on the motherfucking curve. Because I used to be like, we're gonna get discovered. Y'all, I literally thought LL Cool J stole the song from me for the longest. But, because I'm like, we was singing that shit on the curve. But anyway, so, yeah, back to the story. Basically, we used to always just make up little dance routines, right? So when the song come on, she over here, like, warming up. And like, Sierra, this beat is, y'all. Why this bitch start doing the dance routines we used to do when we was younger? When I tell you embarrassed, I was so embarrassed. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? So Stank started laughing so loud. She like, what are you doing? She 1-2 Step. And y'all, let me tell you, this is another reason why Toxic probably hated me. Me and my homegirl Tati, we used to teach her dance moves that wasn't really the dance moves for real. So like, we would like... Cause she didn't have cable, so she didn't used to see the actual dances sometimes. So like, I don't know why we would do this. We was fucked up people. That's probably why, yeah. So like, for instance, when Crank That Soldier Boy came out, we taught her a whole different way how to dance with it. It didn't even go like that. So then she used to do it, and people was like, what the fuck are you doing? So mind you, when she's doing this 1-2 Step, she's doing some shit that didn't even make no type of sense. She's 1-2 stepping with a Harlem Shake. I was just like... I don't know why she would listen to us, because why did every dance have a Harlem Shake? Like, literally, when we taught her to Crank That Soldier Boy, we was like, yeah, you got a Harlem Shake with it, and then you hit the U, y'all. Anyway, but like, we did have a dance routine, but she doing the whole dance routine, and she like shaking her shoulders with it. Y'all, this is embarrassing. Mind y'all, at this point, how was I? 17 or 18? I'm not sure. Yeah, if I didn't have my car yet, dang, how old was I? Was I 17 or 18? I was either one of those. But yeah, so she doing the whole 1-2 Step, everybody. So they laughing, everybody laughing, but she smiling because she thinking like, yeah, they liking this. She tried to hit a belly roll. It was just the craziest shit I could, y'all. Oh my God. So here goes, like, they laughing like, okay, Clyde pumping her up though, but he's laughing. He like, okay, I see you with the Shakira belly roll. So she over here did the belly roll again. Yeah, doing it again. Bitch. And I'm over here like, I'm over here with the biggest smile on my face, because I'm just like, no, she's not hitting the belly roll. Like, what is she doing? And she hitting it, so Stank laughing. But when she seen, oh boy, was like coming up over there like, okay, we doing a dance off. When she seen a boy go over there, Stank must have threw that stinking ass up in the middle of that dang living room, and she started to try to go over there too. Now she over here, they both looking crazy as hell. Y'all know how like the video vixens used to be in the 90s, fine as fuck, but they used to be dancing off guard, off beat as fuck. They used to be just doing anything. I don't know if they was playing like different music. Anyway, back to the story. So Stank over there dancing like real weird. Like it was not giving. Like she over here like have her arms up in the air like ooh, and then just trying to drop it low. She tried to drop it low and almost fell, but she tried to catch her fall, and then she tried to go into a split that she couldn't do. You knew you couldn't do the split. We haven't even been drinking that much, so why are you acting like this? She knew she couldn't even hit that split. It was just giving the craziest shit ever, and I'm standing there like I didn't have enough liquor for me to start dancing because y'all, I told y'all I'm a shy person. So I'm just like, oh my God. So Clyde over here like, girl, go dance. Like, why you ain't up over there? I'm like, I'm okay. He like, go dance. I'm like, I'm just over there like, no. Because I could see other people, like the other girls that was on the couch, they just like laughing. I could see it's like people entertaining it, but I could see it's more of like, we're laughing at you, not with you type thing. But here go Toxic. She over here, she's still Harlem shaking and belly rolling. She trying to belly roll to fucking save her life. You would think that they told her, if you belly rolled, you gonna win $1 billion, the way she was trying to hit that shit. I was just like, oh my God, it was just like so like stressful for me. And Clyde just laughing. So now he like talking to me. He like, dang, like after this I'm not playing no more Sierra. And I was like, play whatever you want to play, like I don't care, like play whatever you want to play. So he like, yeah. And he just like laughing. We having a whole little conversation. So they still over there trying to like compete for this dude looking a damn mess. Like me and him talking, he trying to talk to me like, oh, so like what you been up to? Like, dang, that's crazy. Your boyfriend really tried to like, what was he trying to do when he was trying to meet up with me? And I'm like, I don't know. He like, you still talk to dude? I'm like, sometimes, but not really like that anymore. Like he's kind of weird. He was just like, that's crazy. Like, do he know you over here? How would he feel if you was here? And I'm like, I don't really talk to him. Whole time he was texting me. I'm like, I don't really talk to him. He's like, that's crazy. Like, what was he trying to do though? Like, what did he want to talk to me man to man or something? I'm just like, Clyde, are you fucking dumb, bitch? Because you know damn well this nigga wants to beat your ass. So I'm like, I don't know, I'm not sure. He like, but why did he want to meet up with me? Like out of all people, like what was it about me that he wanted to meet up? I'm like, I don't know. But the whole time I'm over here like trying to sit more because I'm like, oh my God, this is stressing me out. Watching these two people act a damn fool, Stank on the ground, popping that back. Toxic over here belly rolling. Now she up against the wall and she trying to hit you. Y'all seen the fucking Beautiful Live video when Beyonce and Shakira was on the wall like trying like, y'all, this is what she's doing. And I'm just over here like, he was like, damn, they really love this song. So when it had went off, it had ended up playing Promise Ring by Tiffany Evans. Y'all, Toxic must have lifted her shirt up. She trying to do the video. Sometimes I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Y'all, it was stressing me out. Imagine y'all kicking it with some niggas and your friends is not knowing how to dance and they just doing the fucking weirdest shit in the middle of the living room. So they like, oh, okay. So he like, dang, this your shit. So here comes Toxic coming over there to me. Cause oh boy, he just standing from the side watching them kind of laughing. But he ended up coming over there by me and Clyde and he started pouring him up some more. He was like, why you ain't over there dancing with your friends? And I was just like, oh, I don't know how to dance. He said, that ain't stopping them. Bro, I got even more embarrassed. My fucking ass went to my toe. So next thing you know, here go Toxic coming over there to me. She like, Symone, this our song. This our song. So I'm just like, I start singing. At this point, I'm like, dang, I can't leave him hanging. Y'all must have gulped that Ciroc back. I said, I have to let it take me there. I gotta get drunk. So I'm over here now. I'm over here singing with her, and we just like in a circle. But I'm trying to stop her from dancing low key. But I'm like just grabbing her arms, and we just singing like the songs to each other. And yeah, here goes Stank over here. She like, y'all bitches fake, get me in a circle too. So now we in a circle just singing Promise Ring to each other. It was just like real kind of real weird, y'all. So I'm just we just singing Promise Ring to each other. We in our whole little world, so we're not even really paying attention to them. Though I'm not, I don't know what the fuck they was thinking about the whole time, but I'm not paying attention to them no more. And yeah, like the other people in the house, the other dudes, they just chilling. So they was like, oh, could we spark this up? So he was like, yeah, spark it up. The old boy that they own, old boy that they really want, he like, yeah, spark it up. I need to hit something. Here goes Stanks. It's like Stank heard him say something. She heard, broke away from our fucking singing, our Promise Ring circle. and ran up over there, and she was like, oh, can I hit it? Can I hit it? Can I hit it too? Like, can I hit it too? So he was like, okay, like, yeah, sure. So here comes Toxic. She was like, oh, me too. She was like, Stank, have you ever even, like, you know, puff before? So she was just like, yeah, have you? She was like, all the time, man, I know how to roll. Like, you want me to roll it? So he was like, oh, you know how to roll? Like, I like a girl that know how to roll. She was like, yeah, I know how to roll. And he was like, do you know how for real? Because, you know, like, girls be saying they know how to roll and they don't. And then here go the other boy holding stuff like, because I'm not about to give it to you if you gonna mess it up. She like, no, I know how to roll. So here goes Stank. I know how to roll too. Like, we got a roll off. So he like, y'all gonna have a roll off? Oh boy, he just so faded. He just like entertaining. I don't know if he could tell that they wanted him, but it was given he could, and he was just really just eating it up. So he like, y'all gonna have a roll off? Mind you, other dudes here, just like somebody else, one of y'all. He like, y'all gonna have a roll off? So she like, yeah. So Stank Toxic like, she a little ass girl. She don't even know what she doing. So she like a little ass girl. We the same age. So she was like, anyway, yeah, like, here, just let me do it. I already said I'm gonna do it. So here goes Stank trying to grab it from her. Like, girl, no, like, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna roll, and you could do the next one. She was like, bitch, I already said I was gonna do this one. Mind you, they didn't really like each other neither. None of my friends like Toxic when I think about it. So anyway, so she was like, I already said I'm gonna do this one. So she was just like, bitch, no. Like, so they getting into it with each other. I'm like, calm down, just cool. I'm like, just do it yourself. Telling the boy, I'm like, just roll your own stuff. Just roll it yourself. So Toxic was like, she don't even know what she doing. Like, you just trying to show off. So she was like, play something else, because I'm trying to dance here. I need somewhere to drink. So I'm like, yeah, come on, drink something else. Like, just drink some more or something. Like, just, y'all stop fighting. Like, what y'all fighting for? So Stank was just like, girl, whatever. It don't matter. It doesn't even matter anyway. Do you know how to blow O's? You know how to blow O's? Now they fighting over blowing O's. She like, girl, yes, I could blow O's. I could even spell my name. No, you can't. Toxic talking about she could spell her name with the smoke. So I'm like, I could spell my name with the smoke. So she was like, oh, okay. I probably could do it too. So he like, y'all don't be doing that. Like, y'all don't be smoking for real. Like, y'all just saying anything. So she's like, no, I'm for real. Like, I really do. Like, I really do this, like, all the time, every day. Symone, don't I? So I'm just like, because, y'all, I don't know what she do every day. But I guess if you want me to lie for you, I guess. So I'm like, yeah, Clyde, like, you gonna hit it too? Like, asking me. He was like, because I don't be, you know, puffing, whatever. So I was like, nah, I don't. I was like, because I had a bad experience. So he like, what was your bad experience? The boy they want, he asking me, like, what was your bad experience? This nigga have a smile on his face all the time. Even, like, when I see him now, like, later in life and stuff like that, like, like, parties and shit. Like, not parties like at the club, but like if Clyde do something and I go, if I see him, this boy is just always happy. So he was like, so he's smiling all big and stuff, and he was just like, oh, what was the bad experience? What's the bad experience? So Toxic was like, oh, you talking about that one time when we was with such and such? Talking about the boy Turtle. She like, when we was with Turtle? So I was just like, yeah. So she Toxic like, let me tell you the story. Let me tell you the story. Basically, like, Symone, you ain't finna talk to my man. She like, let me tell you the story. So he was like, tell me the story. Here goes Stank like, let her tell her own story. Let her tell her own story. She like, I'm gonna tell her because I know the story better than she know the story. How you know my story better than I do? But I'm just like, go ahead, Toxic, tell the story. So I'm over to the wall. I'm like, I'm over here leaning on the wall, just like watching it. So she like, yeah. So she started telling him what happened. So he like, and then what? She like, hey, yeah, and I'm over here because, you know, I'm cool. Like, I'm cool. I can hit it. I be cool and stuff like that. Symone was choking and crying like she finna die and stuff. And da-da-da-da. So I'm just laughing. I'm like, girl, no, it was like that though. So we just laughing. So Stank like, okay, well, I remember one time too when Symone was like this. And I'm just like, oh my God, bro, y'all is stressing me out because they really trying to compete for this boy. Like, it was just like, oh my God, y'all finna irritate me bad. Like, y'all finna irritate me. So here come Clyde. He come over here. They over here talking to him, telling him about my bad smoking experience. And yeah, and here come Clyde over here. He like, so yeah, what was that boy name? Like, what's that boy, your ex? Like, that's your ex, right? What's his name? Clyde, if you don't start asking me about this nigga, what's up with you? You want him to come over too? So he was like, what was his name? So I'm like, oh, his name was Joe. So he's like, Joe? I think I know a Joe. Do I know him? Like, do I know him? I'm like, he claimed he know you. He was all like, I don't know him though. Like, I seen the picture of him. Like, I think when you used to post him, like, I don't know him. I've never seen him before. Why the fuck did you ask me? Did you know him? If you was gonna say that. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. He said he's seen you somewhere. Like, he seen you at this one spot before. So he was like, oh, he said he seen me there? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you know, like, I don't know him though. He was like, you know, I got like a little fan base or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. And he like, yeah, he probably a fan. When he said that, he was just like, yeah, he probably a fan. When he said that, y'all, I was just like, oh my God, damn. Now he trying to say my man is a fan. And I was just irritated. You're like, oh, bitch, y'all got me fucked up. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm about to talk shit about him because I'm like, damn, I know that probably in 2 days or probably tonight, I might post this boy on my Facebook. So let me keep it real brief because I'm going to sound like a weirdo. So anyway, while me and him just talking, he just talking about a whole bunch of shit that's going in one ear out the other, because I'm still paying attention to their conversation with that boy. So the next thing you know, my phone start ringing, and it's Joe. Y'all, it is Joe. So I'm like, oh, when my phone started ringing, he looked at it, he's like, who that calling you? And he kind of like did like this. He's like, who that calling you? Like, not in a like, let me see your phone type shit, but like really just looking at it. And I was like, oh, he's like, he calling you right now? And he's like, we just done spoke him up. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not finna answer. He's like, answer the phone, just answer it. And I was like, well, if I answer, I'm gonna go outside and answer it because it's too loud in here. He's like, you want me to come with you outside to answer it? Nigga, stop playing with me, because he wanted to beat you up once. Don't make him want to do it again. So I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm going to just answer real quick. Because I'm like, let me answer the phone, because I just thought about it. Like, if I don't, now he going to start calling me back to back to back to back. He's going, it's just going to be bad. So I'm like, yeah, hold on, let me go outside. So I go outside. I'm like, hello? So when I'm talking to him, he like, oh, what you doing? Like, where you at right now? Like, y'all want me to come pick y'all up and take y'all somewhere else? Or where y'all, like, what y'all doing? So I'm like, we actually about to get our nails done, y'all. I'm lying. I'm like, Stank wanted to get her nails done because she had chipped one of her nails. She finna get her nails done. So he was like, oh, okay, because I was finna ask you if y'all still at the Mexico Plaza. Like, I'm not far from over there. I could pull up and I could take y'all to the Pike. So I was like, nah, it's cool. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, yeah, she finna fix her nail and all this other stuff. So he's like, you need some money or something? Like, I could come pull up and bring you something. Y'all, he's stressing me out because I'm like, he knows. I'm like, no, I'm cool. Like, I don't even need nothing. Like, I'm straight. You know, we over here. I'm kind of irritated though, because I'm not really even trying to be doing this and stuff like that. You know, I'd rather be speed with you right now. Look, I'm just trying to throw it on thick. Tell me why Clyde come outside and be like, Symone, you good? So I was like, yeah. Anyway, I started talking loud, and he was all like, but mind you, I'm thinking he could hear the background. He didn't hear shit though. So I'm talking loud, and I was like, you hear that? He was like, hear what? I'm like, I don't know. Like, it sounded like somebody just called my name or something like that. Like, did you hear that? He's like, no. He's like, who calling your name? I'm like, I don't know. I think it was like some girl to school that I was just saying, you know what? Stank, what do you want? You can't hear them? Can you hear anybody? I'm like, can you hear anybody? So he was like, you being weird as fuck, cuz like, what did you even talk about? So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if you could hear them. Y'all, I'm just making it. I'm like, I don't know if you could hear them. He like, hear who? Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know. Like, people keep calling me. Like, somebody keep calling my name. Joe, I don't know. Somebody, can you hear that? So he was like, Symone, where you at? Like, I'm about to come pull up. So I'm like, nah, you ain't even gotta pull up for real. I'm like, wait, this is his girl to school with. What the hell? Oh my God. Hold on, I'm finna go say hi to her. I'm like, Joe, you know what? I'm gonna just call you back. All right, bye. I hung up the phone quick because I'm like, what the fuck? He ended up texting me. He was like, you being weird as fuck. And I was just like, damn, I low-key blew it. So I'm about to go in the house and tell him like, yeah, it's time for us to go. Y'all, because I'm irritated. As I'm walking back to the door, Clyde talking to me, he's like, dang, you about to get in trouble? Like, you gonna have to leave or something? So I'm like, no, I ain't gotta leave, but in a minute we are gonna leave. I'm like, because we gotta catch the bus home or whatever. So he's like, nah, don't worry about it. Like, one of my homeboys gonna take you. He's like, and plus your homegirls is having fun. Like, they up in there having a time. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let me go back up in there and check on him. So he just asking me questions. It's irritating me because it's like, shut up about this boy. Dang. So I end up going back in the house. And when I go back in the house, I'm looking and I'm like, wait, where's my friends at? I'm like, where'd they go? So he was like, oh, one of your homegirls went to the bathroom and one of your homegirls went to the room. So I said, one of who went where and one of who went what? So he's like, yeah, one of your homegirls went to the bathroom and one went to the room. So the bathroom door is closed. So I'm like, what the fuck? When I was outside, it seemed like a lot just happened from that little bit of time I was outside. The two girls that was on the couch, one of them is missing. I'm like, my friends is missing. I'm like, I wasn't even outside long. What the fuck just happened? Wasn't able to smoke? Like, what's going on? So I ended up going to the bathroom. I'm knocking on the door. I'm like, hey, who in here? Nobody's saying nothing. So I'm kind of like irritated. Y'all, nobody's saying nothing. So I go to the room. I'm knocking on the room door. Hey, who in here? Nobody's saying nothing. I'm irritated. So I'm like, one of my friends is in the bathroom. So I'm like, I'd rather go in the bathroom versus in the room because I don't know what's going on in the room, but I'm irritated. But let me see which one is in the bathroom so I know which one's in the room. Y'all, I open up the bathroom door because it's unlocked. Well, I open up the door, the girl that was on the couch and another boy there up in the bathroom kissing. So I'm like, oh, my bad. And I ended up closing the door and then I opened it again. I was like, is one of my friends in the shower or something? Because I'm like, wait, where's my friend? So they just like, no, ain't nobody in here. Close the door. So I end up closing the door. Mind you, the music loud as hell. So I end up going into the room. I'm like, let me just open the door. I open the door and go in the room. Tell me why Stank, old boy, and Toxic in the room. I'm like, what is y'all doing in here? So Toxic like, girl, I'm trying to talk to him or whatever. Like, I'm trying to talk to him, but Stank gonna come up in here and follow me? So Stank like, girl, no, I was finna talk to him and you came up in here and followed me. So she was like, bitch, I ain't never gotta follow you. He asked me to come up in here and talk to him real quick because it was too loud in there, and this bitch gonna come up in here and follow us. Like, she was about to go to the bathroom. So Stank like, no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. So then here come Toxic gonna start getting up, and she was just like, yes, you was. Like, now she in her face. I'm like, like, y'all doing too much. I'm like, all right, let's get through him. Like, he like, I'm gonna let y'all talk. So he ended up leaving out, and now we in the room. I'm like, what are y'all doing? So Toxic was like, he chose me. Like, he asked me to talk to him in the room real quick because it was loud, and Stank came in there, and she was like, no, he didn't. He said we finna go in the room and smoke. That's what he said. Like, he said we finna go in the room, and you trying to make it seem like he just asked you to come in here. She was like, did he ask you to come in here? And she was like, no, but it doesn't even matter. Like, he knew I wanted to come up in here too. So she was like, he knew I want to come in here too, and I want to show him now I know how to blow O's. So I was coming in here. So I'm like, oh my God, like, y'all being weird. And I'm like, and plus I'm like, we gonna have to leave in a little bit. So they like, why we gotta leave in a little bit? I'm like, because we gotta catch the bus back home and it's already pretty late. So he was like, Toxic like, nah, he said he gonna give us a ride home. Like, we ain't gotta leave, like, not right now. I'm like, but y'all know, like, Joe might be like calling me and stuff like that. So they like, well, then you leave. Who y'all talking to? So I'm like, why would I leave? Like, why would I leave and leave y'all here? And I'm like, and plus, y'all don't even know if he even like one of y'all or whatever. So she was like, well, I'm not leaving right now. Toxic like, I'm not leaving because he asked me to come talk to him in the room. And Stank was like, okay, me too. Like, he asked me to come in here too. So she was like, no, he didn't. So now they arguing again. I'm like, oh my God, y'all annoying. I'm like, y'all done ran the boy off. He not even in here. So Clyde came in the room and he was like, oh, they finna smoke without y'all. Like, y'all better come out. Y'all, when I tell y'all that, they both must have ran out that room pushing past him. Like, damn near finna knock this man to the wall. I'm like, he like, what's wrong with them? And I was like, they like your friend. So he was like, they like him? Like, oh, let me tell him. I said, nah, let him like who he gonna like. Like, don't even tell him that because I don't want him to start acting weird towards him. But at this point, I'm like, dang, I should never tell him that because most definitely he gonna tell them whatever. So anyway, we ended up leaving out or whatever, and we went back up in there, and now they just all in his face doing the most. So they like, play something else. So Toxic like, play Pretty Ricky. So Stank was like, play it then. I'm just thinking like, these bitches finna have another dance off. This shit finna piss me off, bro. I was irritated. So they started playing Pretty Ricky. At this point, I am feeling it. So I'm over here like dancing and stuff like that too, probably looking a damn fool my damn self. So here go Toxic with this damn belly roll again. She hitting it, but she trying to go down to the flow with it. So Stank started trying to go down into her split again. Struggle split that it never hit. So I don't even know why she doing this shit. We all looking a damn mess in the middle of that living room. I could tell you that now. Because I don't know what the fuck type of winding twirls I was doing, but it was not giving. Why the fuck Stank start ticking? No, and not like ticking like that. Like, you know, if you was raised in the early 2000s, you know the dance like the tick, 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 like with your hips. Stank start ticking. Why the fuck is you ticking to a Pretty Ricky song, bitch? Stop it. I was irritated, even though I'm kind of fading myself, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is going on? So here go Toxic. She started belly rolling real hard in her face. Like, she in her face, and then she pushed her. So now she kind of fell. She's like, why the fuck would you push me? And she's like, girl, we just dancing. So here they go over here dancing. So Stank get up. Like I said, Toxic over here doing her belly roll, twirls, hands in the air and stuff. I don't know what the fuck she got going on. She over here doing this, mind you, they playing Juicy by Pretty Ricky. This does not require any of the things that you guys are doing. So I'm over here just singing. I got their remote and I'm singing or whatever. Why the fuck when Toxic over here doing a belly roll, she's staring at the boy and she pointing at him? I could make it juicy for ya. She's staring at him. Stank must have got up off that ground when she pushed her and ran up over there and started going on the boy. Like, she lifted one leg up and started dancing on this boy. She like trying to struggle, grind on him. So he like, oh wait, hold on now. When I tell you, because at this point, I don't know if Toxic was twirling with her eyes closed or some shit. And he like, okay now. So at first he like was like looking like, hold on. But then he started like grabbing her by her waist and he like, you know, they dancing, like he dancing back with her. I tell you, Toxic went over there. She irritated, like he danced with her. He irritated. So one of the other boys was like, come here, dance with me. Like, come dance with me. So she started dancing with the boy, but she dancing on him. But she's so close to Stank and the boy that they fighting over, and she got her hand on his shoulder and she over here singing to him in his face. So she was like, what's that smell? So they still just dancing, and when she was like, what's that smell, it was like the boys started laughing, and I'm like, oh, Stank. I just knew it was Stank. It's like you just always know it's her. So I'm like, dang, they must have been talking shit about her or something like that, because when she said what's that smell, the way they all kind of like looked at each other and laughed like, yeah. So she like, what's that smell? So Stank just throwing it back, and she got her hands in the air. I don't know if Stank didn't believe in deodorant, mouthwash, body wash, ass wash. I don't know what she didn't believe in, but Yeah. So anyway, she got her hands in the air or whatever. And that was annoying too because before we left, I told her, I was like, Stank, you could hop in the shower. And she was like, girl, no. You got some perfume? Baby. Spraying funk. I mean, spraying funk. Spraying spray over funk is like really sick. Like, don't do it. It just pisses everybody off. So anyway, she got her hands up. So then Toxic was like, oh, you musty as fuck, bitch. You're musty as fuck. So Stank like, no the fuck I'm not, bitch. That's probably you. That's probably you. So she's still just dancing. And she's like, it actually is not me. It's the tree. Like, it's basically like what they... It's the tree. It's saying like that's what smell like that. So she's like, no the fuck it don't, bitch. You stink. Like, you stink so bad. So they just laughing. So they literally just laughing. But oh boy, he not like dancing with Stank no more because he was sitting down. He not like dancing with Stank no more. He just like got his hands up. At first he was like into it too. So she turned around and she was just like, tell me why Stank get off from like behind him. And she turned around because they laughing and said, why Stank climb on this man's lap forward? She climbed on this man's lap forward and start kind of like bouncing on him. So Toxic was like, get off of him, bitch. You stink. He don't want you all in his face. You stink. This is Stank all in his face. No the fuck I don't. It's like she was talking like that. I swear, like I said, the toothpaste, she ain't believing that. So she like, no the fuck I don't stink. No the fuck I don't stink. So he like, okay, hold on. I'm about to go to the bathroom. So he like kind of got her off him. She like, yeah, you ran him away because you fucking smell bad. So they just laughing. And I'm like, Toxic, shut up. Like, shut up, Toxic. And she's like, girl, Stank like, girl, get your friend, because she's mad. So I'm like, come on now, like, y'all doing too much. Just be quiet, like, y'all doing too much. So here go Clyde. Did somebody say somebody stinks in here? Like, does somebody... Does somebody stink? Like, somebody stinks in here? Who stinks? Does somebody need something like a gum, mouthwash or something, a deodorant? Like, somebody stinks? Is that what y'all saying? So I'm like, oh, they smelled her, because he's just naming too many things. Next thing you know, he would have said a fucking bath. So he's like, did somebody say somebody stinks? Like, who stinks? And I'm just like, nobody stinks. Like, nobody stinks, Clyde. So Stank was like, I know I don't stink. Like, I don't stink. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know you do, bro. Why is you screaming it? So she like, I know I don't stink. So Toxic was like, bitch, you always stink. You always fucking stink. You didn't even shower before we came here. You always stink. So I'm like, all this over a nigga. Oh my God. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, girl, come on. I'm like, Toxic, shut up. Toxic, shut up. She's like, okay, but you know, everybody smell it. Y'all smell it. I'm just saying, you stink. Like, don't be climbing on people's face and being on people's face if you stink like that. So she was just like, bitch, I don't stink. Because you probably stink. Let me see. You stink. Like, bitch, no, you stink. Now they back and forth about who stink. And it most definitely was Stank. Okay, it was most definitely Stank. We all know it was her. So I'm just like, all right, come on. I'm like, come with me outside, y'all. Come outside real quick. Like, I'm about to talk to y'all. So he like, here go Clyde. Do we need like some air freshener or something? Like, y'all stink or something? I said, I don't fucking stink. I'm like, but just, I'll be right back. Come me outside, because he's laughing, like making a joke out of it. I'm like, come me outside. So we go outside and I'm like, what are y'all doing? So Stank was like, she's so weird. Like, she's thirsty. You're mad. Like, you so mad. You so mad that he want me. You so mad that we dancing and you got to be all up in his face. She's like, you dance on his homeboy, get him. So Stank, here goes Toxic. Toxic was like, I could get any of them if I want any of them in that house. They all want me. But if I wanted him, if I been wanted to get him, I could have got him. So she's like, well, pick his homeboy. Pick somebody else then, since you could get everybody in the house. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. She's like, and then you try to pull a stunt trying to say I stink. When she said that, it got quiet. It was like one of those like, are you serious? That's like me having a conversation with somebody and they're like, oh my God, hey Symone. And I'm like, bitch, you trying to act like if I do YouTube. And they be like, you do. Like, you know, like, what the fuck, you weirdo. So I'm just like, it was like one of those, girl, how was you cool? But yeah, so I was just like, y'all, I think we should just leave. Mind you, Joe is texting me, calling me all type of weird ass bitches, a weirdo, a big weirdo, a circle of weirdo friends. I'm weird as shit. I'm a weird weirdo. So I'm like, I think we should just go. So they was like, why? Like, why should we leave? I'm like, cause y'all arguing and fighting the whole time. I'm like, yes, because I gotta get to Joe. So I'm like, yeah, it's just best if we go. Like, we could come back because y'all tripping, like y'all doing too much or whatever. So she was like, no. So Stank was like, no, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving until I that boy. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, well, just get his number and do that another time. But I'm like, well, we should just leave right now. So Toxic was like, bitch, you're a hoe. Like, now they getting into it about this and that. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just tell him to take us home. So Stank was like, no, because I'm gonna prove to her. She thinks she can have anybody in the house, but she can't have the one that she been wanting. You can't have him, no, because I got him. So I'm just thinking like, oh my God. Stank, please don't throw that fish mark at a party, because Oh my God, just no, not tonight, not today, not today. So I'm just like, nah, I think it's just best we leave. So Stank like, why? Cause you trying to get back to Joe? So I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, I actually, yes, I am. So I'm like, yeah, cause Joe said like, if we want to go to a party night, he could take us to his party. So like, y'all trying to party or y'all trying to just stay here all night and argue and dance and look stupid? So it was like, no, we could go to the party, like we could go. So Stank, Toxic was like, nah, it's cool. She was like, it's cool. We could go. She was like, because I already know that me and you, Symone, we gonna come back over here. And Toxic was like, Stank, even if you do fuck him tonight, I'm still gonna get his number and I'm gonna still talk to him. And that's still gonna be my man. So you can do whatever you wanna do. Cause he ain't gonna think about you again anyway. All he gonna think about is how stanky you are. So they just going back and forth. And Stank was like, bitch, no. Cause once I put it on him, he ain't gonna never wanna talk to you. Da 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 da. I'm like, oh my God. And Toxic was like, I talk to niggas with cars. I talk to niggas with money. I talk to niggas like this. You don't talk to nobody. You don't talk to nobody with nothing. You literally come over here and you be trying to hang out with anybody Symone put you on to. And literally they don't be wanting to talk to you. Da 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 da. All this other stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh my God. It's crazy because that conversation probably really would made Stank her mission to do something with the boy I named Steve Harvey. Because remember I told y'all Toxic used to date Steve Harvey? Yeah. Anyway, they arguing. So here come Clyde. He come outside and he was like, y'all just needed to air it out. I got the air freshener. With the air freshener in his hand, he just spraying it a little bit in the air. We outside, nigga. So he like, yeah, I could freshen it up. If y'all need to freshen it up, y'all don't need to just stand outside. So I was like, Clyde, shut up. Like, no, you do not smell nobody. None of us stink. I know he probably was like, okay, sure. But I'm just like, yeah, like, stop playing. I'm like, but we probably finna leave in a little bit anyway. I'm like, because we'll be a little too faded. And, like, we really about to go to a party tonight. So he like, oh, where the party at? Like, we want to come. No. So I'm like, nah, like it ain't even no party like that for real. Like, you know, it's just like some family, something real cool. But I was like, your friend could still take us home or whatever. So he was like, yeah, I could get him to take y'all home. Like, I could get him to take y'all home. So I'm like, all right, come on. So we go back in the house. So Toxic walked over to him and she was like, take my number down. So he was like, what? She was like, take my number down. So Stank was like, girl, and she just started laughing. So anyway, so Stank was like, oh, you ready to leave right now? Like, you ready to leave right now? If you not, like, if you wanted to still go in the room and talk, we could still go talk in the room. So he was like, nah, like, it's cool, like, it's cool. So she was like, take my number down too, take my number down too. So I'm like, he like, take yours down too? You could tell he probably wanted to talk to Toxic if anything, but like, yeah. So he's like, take yours down too? She like, yeah, take my number down too, take my number down too. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna take your number down too. So she gave him the number and it was like, all right, come on, let's go. So we leaving out the house and he making it clear. He parked like up the street and Clyde like, all right, I'm gonna ride with y'all. So everybody else is like, they gonna stay because clearly ain't enough room in the car. So we walking down the street and he kind of walking close to Toxic and talking to her. He like, so how old are you? Like, you know, what you be doing? Da 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 da. Where you stay at? He talking to her. Here comes Stank. I'm cold. You think I could use your sweater? Cause I'm cold. And he was all like, you want my sweater? And he was like, we finna be in the car like real quick, like I'm cold too. But then he turned back to Toxic. Yeah, so like, what you be doing for fun? Like, you know, do you always be belly rolling like that? Like, where you learn that from? Da 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 da. So here goes Stank. Oh, I'm so cold. I'm real cold. So he's like, we almost to the car. She was like, just let me wear your sweater, please. I'm cold. So he was like, all right, here. Cause he's still trying to talk to Toxic and she just would not stop. So he gave her the sweater and she put on his sweater and she was like, which one your car? And he said which one his car was. So she started walking like in front of us to go to the car. So I'm like thinking, I'm like, okay, finally she leaving this nigga alone. So he's still just talking to Toxic or whatever like that. And she like, yeah, I'm not worried about her. Like, I already know who you want. Like, I look way better than her. Da 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 da. So we get to the car and why is Stank hanging out at the front door, like at the passenger side? So she was like, Toxic was like, move, he want me to get in the front with him. And she was like, nah, I'm already sitting in the front, like I'm already right here. So she was like, he want me to get in the front with him, move. So he like, nah, like it's cool, I ain't even tripping. Like, whoever gonna get in the front, just get in the front. So I'm like, Clyde, get in the front. Cause I'm like, basically like, y'all is doing too fucking much. So then Toxic was like, it's cool, I'll get in the backseat. And she was all like, to oh boy, she was like, yeah, anyway, yeah, you could pick me up anytime. You could pick me up whenever you want to. I'm just like, they is doing the most. So we get in the car. I'm sitting in the middle. Clyde is sitting behind oh boy that's driving, and Toxic is sitting behind Stank behind the passenger seat. I tell him like how to get to my house, like just drive straight, make this way, keep going, I'll let you know. So we driving, he like, we talking. The music is kind of loud, but it's not really, we more talking or whatever. So here goes Stank. I could hear her. This current that big Stank over here like, do you want some head? Bro, when I say she pissed me off bad, so he was like, what? And he kind of laughed. He was like, oh wait, what'd you say? What'd you say? So here go Toxic. She leaning forward and she like, yes, Stank, what did you say? So she was like, nothing, I'm not talking to you, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to him. So Stank is all like this, all in his face, and she was just like, she started patting his lap. And so he was like, nah, I'm cool, like, I'm cool. Toxic like, sit back. She like, sit back, the police is out, sit back, the police out. So she like, stay in the back seat. Ain't nobody talking to you, stay in the back seat. So he like, all right, y'all, calm down, for real. Like, y'all just calm down, I just got my license, like, you know, and we've been like, he's like, I just got my license, so y'all just calm down. So she was like, stay in the back seat. So Toxic was like, yeah, sit back, just sit the fuck back. So why Stank gonna like put her head, he's driving, she leaned her head like into his lap, like she leaned over because she clearly trying to win the deal with this nigga. Why Toxic must have lift up and start pulling her back, like pulling her back to the seat. She like, sit back. So I'm like, Stank, just sit back, like just sit back. And she's like, Symone, you always do that, you always taking up for your friend. So I'm like, nah, for real, he said he can't drive like that. He like, nah, y'all just chill for real, like chill, like we could pull over and Clyde could get in the front. So I'm like, Stank, just chill. She's like, y'all making a scene, y'all doing the most, he ain't even worried about y'all until y'all said something. Stank, he told you to chill. Like, just chill. So Toxic holding her back like this. She like, let me go. Like, bitch, let me go. She holding her. She's like, sit back. You're going to sit back. Put your seatbelt on. Y'all, I'm like, oh my God, I can't take these hoes nowhere. That's why you don't mix your friend group. They start acting all weird and shit. So anyway, so she's sitting back. Stank is irritated. She's like, Symone, you be getting on my nerves with that. So I'm like, what did I do? She's like, you taking up for her. Like, don't worry about it. Like, when we just, she was like, don't worry about it. Like, when we hang out, like, you don't do all of that. I'm like, do all of what? Like, y'all over here arguing for no fucking reason. That shit is irritating as fuck. So we going back and forth. And she was like, I'm not, she's like, this had nothing to do with you. And I'm like, yeah, because that shit is annoying. It's embarrassing as fuck. Y'all both was out here looking stupid as fuck, arguing and doing the most. Like, it's so irritating. So she was just like, girl, you just mad because you're trying to get back to jail. And I was like, okay, bitch. Like, da-da-da-da. Like, now we going back and forth. I'm like, you wouldn't even have met him if it wasn't for me. Not me pulling one of those. We going back and forth. And he like, all right, y'all, calm down. I'm just turn the music up. So he ended up turning up the music loud. We all in the car irritated. Like, I'm back there like this. And he's still trying to talk to me. He like, is Joe the dude that was trying to like get me to link with him? Like, was trying to set me up? Is that Joe? So I'm like, yeah, him. She was like, so wait, you still deal with him? Like, I thought y'all wasn't cool. Like, why are you... You know, I seen your Facebook post about, like, so y'all talk still? Like, dang, that's crazy. That's tough. And I'm just like, I'm irritated as fuck. And I'm over here texting Toxic like, this bitch just really get on my nerves. Because why the fuck would she say that shit out loud? And Toxic like that. We texting hard as fuck to me. So Stank is like, I already know y'all talking about me. So I'm like, Stank, just shut up. When we get in the house, we gonna talk. We ain't gonna talk in this car no more. So she turned the music down. She was like, why y'all don't want to talk now? I'm like, Stank, just turn around and shut up. Like, we gonna talk when we get in the house. Like, you doing too much talking. And she was like, it's only because you trying to stick up for your friend. So I'm just thinking, like, how am I in it? Like, how are you putting me in it? Because I'm trying to tell you to stop. Like, you doing the most. Like, and this boy don't even clearly fucking want you. Like, it's embarrassing. And I don't want him to just embarrass you. So I don't know, maybe I should have mind my business and just let whatever happen. But girl, please just shut up. Like, but it's like, girl, just please just chill out. So anyway, so we end up getting to my house or whatever, and he get out the car, Clyde get out the car trying to give me a hug. I'm like, all right, get from over here. He like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, my friends just irritate me, I gotta go in the house. But really it was like, get from over here, because I'm texting Joe the whole time too, like, where you at? Like, trying to see where he at. I'm like, you think you come pick us up from the train station? I'm sending him somewhere far we ain't even at. And he like, which train station y'all at? I'm just trying to make sure he go there, so that when he finally got there, I was just gonna lie, like, the train came, bye, we already left. So I don't know, but I'm like, just get from over here, they irritated me, I'm finna go in the house, whatever, bye. He's like, dang, I can't get a hug. I'm like, nah, man, here. Just one arm hugged him and went in the house. So we go in the house, we go straight to my room or whatever. And they just like sitting there. So Toxic was like, what you mad for? Like, he got both our numbers. We're going to see who he going to call. You didn't have to try to do all that in the car. And she's like, bitch, don't touch me. Da-da-da-da-da. So they getting into it now. And I'm like, man, stop doing all of that. I'm like, y'all could both go home. Like, y'all doing too much. Like, y'all irritating. And they like, mind you, at this point, Joe is cussing me out too. So I'm not, you know what, I am mad at them, but I'm really more mad about what's going on in my personal life. So Joe cussing me out, they getting on my nerves, everybody's just irritating me at this moment. So I'm like, dang, like, you know, we probably ain't even gonna go to no party. I'm like, cause look how y'all act. Whole time we ain't gonna go to no party because Joe cussing me out, calling me a weirdo, because when he was calling me in the car, I wasn't answering the phone. That's why. But I'm over here blaming it on him. I'm like, I don't even want to go nowhere with y'all. Like, y'all know how to act. Y'all so weird. Da-da-da-da. Like, y'all just irritating as hell. And I'm just all this other stuff. So Toxic like, it ain't me, it's her. Like, it's her. At this point, Toxic took her shoes off and she laying in the bed. But how she laying, literally, because I was like sitting on the bed, and how she laying in the bed is like, so Stank can't even sit on the bed for real. Like, you're laying very fucking weird right now. Like, she spread it out on the whole fucking bed. Like, bitch, move. So Stank like, can you move your leg? Can you move your leg? She was like, girl, no, I'm already right here. Just sit on the floor or something. So I'm like, toxic, come on. Like, stop. Y'all irritating me. Like, y'all really getting on my nerves. So I'm over here still just like irritated. Like, I already told Joe because he was irritated at me for sending him somewhere and telling him that I left. So I'm like, dang, he called me weird. Fuck, I'm annoyed. I was trying to call him. He ain't answering me now. I'm just like, fuck, oh my God, like, y'all just ruined my whole life. Y'all, I'm so annoyed. So they just kind of like going back and forth, like petty and stuff like that. Next thing you know, somebody walking in my door, like I hear my door opening, and I know it's not my grandparents because they never used to just walk in. They would always knock. But I'm like, who the fuck? So I kind of jump. Y'all, why is Joe? He like, well. And this is me. Joe. Joe. I'm like, oh my God. So here goes Stank was like, what's up, Joe? Because even though Joe didn't like Stank, he didn't hate her, but he hated Toxic for whatever. I don't know why. He didn't like Toxic for real, but like Stank he'd like tolerate. So Stank knew that. So she over here, Toxic looked irritated as hell. She like, what's up, Joe? Like, what's up? We going to a party? He's like, nah, y'all's being weird as hell all day. I've been trying to like get in contact with y'all all day and y'all been being weird. So I was just sitting there and he always called me by my middle name. So he like, let me talk to you. Let me holler at you real quick. Come outside real quick. Let me holler at you real quick. So he literally got there. It wasn't even that long ago before old boy and him left. So I was kind of stressed out. Cause I'm thinking like, ooh, is they still outside? Did he see us? What you want to holler at me real quick for? And so I was like, all right, come on, y'all, let's go outside. He's like, nah, I just want to holler at you by yourself real quick. So I was like, what's up? Like, we could talk in the closet, we could talk in the bathroom, we could talk right here. Like, what's up? He's like, just come outside real quick. Like, let me holler at you real quick. So I'm stressed, y'all, because this was after the time, like, the whole Glizzy situation. I don't even know, like, why I even went back to dealing with him. But, you know, when you young, dumb, and your mind is just, you don't know how to really walk away from shit. So anyway, I'm kind of stressed. I'm like, boom, 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 boom. Because he didn't care about what he did. Like, dang, that was going to sound real harsh. I was going to say, that man, dang. I was gonna say harsh, but like I literally told y'all how he like did what he did in front of his people. He basically dragged, well, he did drag me. I ain't gonna say basically. He did in front of people on my street. That shit was embarrassing as hell. He used to just do like a lot of stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, it was somebody that that watched. It was two people that played a blind eye that didn't say shit. And yeah. Not gonna lie, it was somebody else that, I seem like I had beef with my whole family. I had beef with my whole family, I ain't gonna lie. But it was somebody, I ain't gonna lie, that was in my family. And it did kind of hurt to see that person, it was my uncle. I ain't gonna lie. It did hurt to see that person was right there, like, and played a blind eye. Was like in a car and did not say shit and play like you did not see what was going on. And didn't do shit. And that's another reason why I never used to be like, you know what? I knew if I would have called my cousin on Joe, then it would have been a wrap. Like, he for sure would have had my back. But I used to feel like if I'm not going to be done with a situation, I'm not calling nobody. And yeah. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, back to the story. So we walking outside, my heart beating fast. I'm like, oh my God, what is he doing? So he like, come outside real quick. Like, I want to holler at you real quick. So I'm kind of walking slow because to get through the my room, you got to walk through the kitchen. So to get to the front door, we walking through the kitchen, I'm walking slow. He grabbed my arm, like my wrist, like, come on, let me holler at you real quick. So we go outside and we walking through the living room. My grandma like, everything good? Because she see him like holding my wrist. So he was like, yeah, we fine. He was like, I just want to show her something real quick. Like, everything goes okay. He's like, how's your night going? How's your day going? How are you doing? She's like, She did not like Joe. She did not like him. So even though I didn't put her in my business, but you could kind of tell, like, especially when somebody's going through like abuse or something like that and you don't really like kind of see it, but you could tell the signs, like little shit. Like, so she probably knew, like, she's not telling us what's going on, but I'm asking her, she's saying she okay, but I know it's more going on with this. So I know she started looking through that window, but I'm like, heart beating fast. We get outside. I'm like, what'd you want to show me? It's not like once we go outside, he kind of dragging me more. Y'all, why we get to the car, this motherfucker wants to show me he got a new Boosie CD. Yeah, you got me scared for what? He talking about, you heard this new Boosie before? Yeah, this shit slap. Oh my God, Boosie did his big one with this one. You know he finna be on the east side tonight. One thing about Boosie, used to stay in LA. He was like, Boosie finna be on the east side tonight, so y'all trying to fuck with it? Like, this slap. Like, yeah, I know he finna perform this shit. He's like, look at this. He's showing me some shoes. Talking about, yeah, look at these. I'm finna wear these tonight. I'm about to go home and get dressed though. You know, these fly, huh? He was like, hold on, hold on, wait. I got you some. But not the same ones as him though. He was like, you like these? I got you them. Try them on. So I'm like, oh God. I'm like, I was kind of shaking. He like, why you shaking so bad? I was like, I don't know, like I'm just kind of nervous. I was just kind of like, I'm like, I don't know, like I'm hungry or something. He was like, you want me to get you something to eat? Like you want me to take you around the corner and get some food or something? So I'm like, nah, it's cool. It's cool. But I swear, like after that situation, he used to be like, I promise you I'm never going to do this again. So he's like, you don't have to be afraid of me. Like I promise you I would never do this and that to you again. Like don't be afraid of me. Like I don't want you to be afraid of me. So I'm like, oh, okay, like, whoa. You know, I was just kind of nervous there. You know, he was just like, nah, stop. Like, he used to get so mad. Like, I swear, when it would be, like, little stuff that he'd do and I'd be, like, reacting kind of scared, like, well, I don't know where this is going to go. He'd be like, don't be afraid of me. Like, I don't want you to be afraid of me. Like, it's not that with us. Just to turn around and do some weird shit again. That's how it be. So I feel like if you ever in a situation, somebody put their hands on you, walk away, don't stay. It ain't nothing. Nobody's not sorry. They shouldn't have did that. Don't stay in a relationship. Anyway, so yeah, he showed me the shoes. He was like, yeah, try them on. He's like, but let me know if y'all want to go. I'm finna get dressed. I'm finna go home. You know, it take y'all a minute, but hurry up. If y'all ready by the time I'm ready, then y'all can slide with me or whatever. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Because most definitely I did want to go outside. So yeah. And so I took the shoes, I go back in the house. Y'all, how bad, my nerves used to be so bad because I was just so scared. I damn near was crying when I got out that door because I was really thinking like, what is he finna do? My grandma was looking out the window. She was like, you okay? Every time she would be like, you okay? So I'm like, yeah, he just wanted to give me these shoes. Like, we going to a party later. So she was like, I don't know about the party. Like, I don't think you should be going nowhere with him. Like, I had to be like, no, it's okay, grandma. We all gonna go. But yeah, oh, I hate I put her through that. I hate that I even put people through that. Like, nobody would see it because, like I said, like, if we argue and if it get too bad, like, I wouldn't want people around me to really see it. Like I said, that one person who did see it and did do shit for real. But I wouldn't want people to see it, so like I could tell people could just see how down I was. Like that was just like a time. Let me stop. I'm taking this story to a whole different level because this was a funny, fun, lifted, family laughter, fun food and laughter families video, and I'm taking it to a whole different place, venting about some shit that doesn't even matter. So look, let me stop talking about that. But that's it for this story time, y'all. They had me. We did go back up over there, and I went up back over there with Stank, and you could just imagine what she did. But that's a whole different story time for a whole different day. But I love you guys so much, and I see y'all in my next video, y'all. Make sure to run it up because your girl is really putting out this content for y'all. Like I'm really trying to like do my best with like my story times, my vlogging, so these Sundays or whatever the hell else I do on this channel. But yeah, so please just support me. I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Peace out.